four-time Miss Olympia Jay Cutler. Welcome to my channel, Jay Cutler TV, and make sure to stay in tune with the newest and updated videos. Subscribe below, guys. Thank you so much for following along.
Yeah.
Wow. So, when your wife decided to give you a kidney and did you do dialysis? Did you have to do dialysis before you get the kidney, or?
Yes, Dave. It was very stressful situation because when kidneys don't only balance the water in your body, they produce hormones, and they filter all your blood every day, all day, 24 hours a day. They filter all the toxins from your blood. So when they are not filtering properly, mine always working with the water, still working, but they stop at filtering. So all the toxins stay in your body and poison you.
That's right.
With your own toxins. That's why you look gray.
Yeah.
And I was dying, Dave. We had to make an appointment for the vascular surgery here. They put a catheter who goes directly here in your neck, and it goes directly to your heart.
Wow.
And they put another catheter right here for your peritoneum.
Did it hurt? Could you feel it? Or?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
it not only hurt physically, but imagine, again, for a bodybuilder,
I know.
looking your body with those weird things hanging out of your chest.
Like Frankenstein.
Yes, 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 yes.
Wow.
And
how long did you have to do dialysis before you could get the kidney transplant?
yeah, we were worried because I was getting worse and not time for the surgery yet. So when they did the surgery, even when they did it faster, Dr. Rastogi made their arrangements. All doctors were supporting me. They always said, "Oh, this." They said he's a good guy. He's an athlete. He was doing his job. And I was the 5th professional bodybuilder there with that problem.
Oh wow.
I don't know in how long, but so they were always taking care about me. It was my first medical situation in the United States, and when you notice, with all respect for Mexico, when you notice the big difference of the treatment of the nurses, all the personnel, there is good, but here is excellent. They really care about your feelings, how you feel. They are very careful how to talk to you. They explain you why you take this pill, why you're taking this, what is you doing in your body. And as a bodybuilder, as a professional, I always ask, oh, what is this for? Because I always knew and I always know how everything works with my body. Because a bodybuilder must be a nutrition expert, everything. Yeah. So I always like to know what's going on. So they like it that, and they explain it everything. When I went to dialysis that day, they asked for a wheelchair, and I said, no, I still can walk. I was going upstairs, helping me with my hands because I'm very weak. The symptoms, kidney failure symptoms, headache, extremely tired. I was eating in home and falling on the plate, sleeping on the plate like this.
Oh wow.
And my wife, Pedro, wake up, apnea. Horrible. I was dying. I was really dying. I wanted the dialysis. At the beginning, I said, I don't want dialysis, but I wanted the dialysis because I was dying. So they did 3 days in a row hemodialysis. It's a machine that takes the blood directly from your heart. You see, it's impressive seeing your blood going out of your heart to a machine.
Yeah.
The machine clean it, and then comes back to your body, already cleaned. But not only without the toxins. Well, it doesn't take out all the toxins. Dialysis is not a treatment. It's a procedure that keeps you alive while you get a kidney transplant. So it's not a cure. It's not gonna heal you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So still on dialysis, you can live a lot if you are disciplined. If you have discipline, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard. So when they did the dialysis, it not only takes out your toxins, vitamins, minerals, water. So after the dialysis, you feel like very tired, like different. You know you are better, but you look different. My muscles, I was still big. They were like fluffy. very weird, like a balloon, for first time in my life.
Wow.
No, it was not flat. It was like, I don't know how to describe it.
I understand.
Yes. Yeah. They did 3 days in a row. Normally hemodialysis 1 day, every other day, but they did 3 days in a row since I was very intoxicated. As a bodybuilder, they wanted to avoid hurting my body the most possible, so they went to PD dialysis the fastest possible. They did, I don't remember how to call it, but they prepare you only with 500 ml at the beginning, little by little, because the surgery was still very recent. What is PD dialysis? It means peritoneal. Years ago, in the 80s, I think they found out that the peritoneum is the bag where all our organs are: stomach, liver, kidneys, everything is in the peritoneum. They discovered that it's like a third kidney. So yeah, so they put a solution with water and salt and sodium, I'm sorry, and that solution by osmosis absorbs all the toxins from your system, and then the machine take it out of your body. And it's milder for your body, not as aggressive as hemodialysis. And I lost a lot of clients. I was on top as a trainer in comparison with myself. I was on top of my career. I was on the top of my career, and I had to stop everything. Not only bodybuilding, but personal training, everything. Online coaching was very hard for me because when you have the toxins high, you can't concentrate. You just don't think.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It's horrible.
How long did that go on, Pedro?
I was on dialysis for 8 months.
Oh my God.
Yes. Even when I already had a donor, my wife, Dr. Rastogi told us, don't worry, we have a plan for you. I won't forget that when he said, don't worry, we have a plan for you. And there's a program of kidney donation called Chain of Life, because it was very hard or low probability that my wife was my good match, because we are not blood related.
Right.
So they do the chain. My wife gives the kidneys to someone else, and when they find someone who is a match with me, I get the kidney.
Yeah.
So I was not going to get my wife's kidney directly.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because you need it
just get a
to be
kidney.
alive. Yes. By October, she was ready. They said, your health is awesome. Your health is excellent. My wife, she doesn't compete. She's a healthy person. She always exercises in her entire life. She takes care about her nutrition. He helps me with the ladies in the team. But she's a regular girl. I mean, no supplements, nothing, not even coffee, not even Coca-Cola. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this later. So she was ready, but at the end, my brother Rafael from Mexico, an engineer, he offered himself, and I said, "Wow, I can't believe it, my brother." At the beginning, I was very disappointed of my family, direct family, because one day we went to a kidney donation conference, and there were a lot of people with kidney failure, and it was a teenager, a lady, and she had in her family 7 donors.
Wow.
Everybody in her family had signed for the list.
Wow.
Yeah, so I said, oh my God. And that's when I realized, where's my family? Nobody said anything. Everybody said, hey, you need money? Hey, you need money?
But not my kidney.
No, nobody said, hey, no, I don't need money. Hey, I'm doing good, thank you. I need a kidney.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
And at the end, my brother Rafael, and I said, wow, because I didn't want to touch my wife. I was feeling very guilty because why she's gonna pay for my sickness. Doctor told me don't punish yourself, because this is very, when we were born, everybody, God gives you a play, letters, like a game, like a play. So yeah, depending on how you play the game with your genetics, how you take care of yourself, you will develop or not what you have in your genetic code.
Right.
So it was not totally my fault. This could happen at 50s, like my uncle, like
Right.
my grandfather from my father's side.
Yeah.
They passed away from kidney failure.
Yeah.
From both sides from my
It's
family.
genetic, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So it's big. Yeah, it's a big cause of that. So they checked my brother. At the end, he was not good much. So they called my wife and they said, Jessica, do you still want to donate? You can stop it anytime you want, even before the surgery day. And she said, yes, I'm ready. And they still had to check again a cross-match test to know if she was good match or not. And as a big miracle, as this is really a miracle. They said that in UCLA, this is a miracle. My wife was good match.
Wow. What are the odds?
Whoa.
Crazy.
Yes. Yeah, I was very happy because I was going to have a part of her inside of me.
Family.
Yes, family. Yes, we were going to make love all day, but in the opposite way. Yes, she will be inside of me forever. So they said, you don't mind if we do the surgery on February 14? I said, no, that's Valentine's Day. And so, but Valentine's Day, we had the surgery, both donor and kidney recipient. 8 a.m. in hospital, I had my 5% uniform to representing Rich Piana, who always kept me up from
You
sky.
should never lose that contract. You know that.
Never. I still have the contract.
I know.
I
You'll
had-
never lose
yeah,
it.
Exactly. I had 3 contracts, but they still trusted me. They still supported me.
Wow.
Yes.
That's great.
That's why I'm 5%er for the rest of my life. And they put me to sleep. I was still concerned about my wife, because when you go on a major surgery, you can die.
Of course.
That's why you have to sign.
course.
It's only maybe 1% of risk,
But it happens.
but it happens. So my wife was in a convent when I met her. That's why I'm a little devil. I took her out of the God's way. It was very hard for me to make her fall in love. At the beginning, she said, "I'm sorry, Jesus is my life." But at the end, well, I'm very persistent. I'm determined and consistent.
Pitbull.
The pitbull. So at the end, she fall in love with me. And so, but what I mean is, she's always protected. God is so always taking care of her. I could tell you a lot of stories of us when we said, "Wow, that was God," and I know it's because of her. So everything went okay. When I woke up, they said, "Congratulations, the kidney transplant surgery, it was successful." And I said, "Wow, I was feeling good. It's like magic." We have a picture one day before and the day of the transplant, and my face looked different. I think you saw the picture.
Yeah.
We will show the picture in the documentary. Your color of your skin changes from gray to brown again. So where's Jessica? And they brought her. She was still dizzy. They did laparoscopy. I didn't check on internet about the scar, because even when scars demonstrate you are a warrior, scars demonstrate you won all those battles that marked your life, that define it in part what you are now. So when you have scar, you have to show it with proud, because you are here, and it's a sign that God heals. So scar, however you see it, is something beautiful.
Be proud of.
Exactly, to be proud of. So, but I still, as a bodybuilder, I was worrying about the scar. So I say, I'm okay, thank you, God. I don't care about the big scar on my back. I just want to be alive. but they did laparoscopy. So they did invisible under trunk
Oh, nice.
scar, because doctor said, I'm taking care of you because I want to do you to do body double biceps again. I said, thank you, Dr. Bill. Dr. Jeff Bill, he was my surgeon, Dr. Jeff Bill, UCLA, kidney transplant team. And he said, you are the fourth bodybuilder professional over 40. I do transplant.
Wow.
So please tell me, what are your expectations after this? What are your plans? Please tell me the truth. And I just told him, I'm just planning to go Dr. Rand's clinic to have my hormone therapy, to be on level. That's it. Healthy and young forever. Could be, I don't know, could be GH, could be TRT. And he said, okay, I'm okay with that.
And you look good still today. I was telling you before we start shooting, I see you still train people here. And I was looking at your calves and your triceps and your forearms, and you still look great. You still got muscle. How do you see yourself now after the surgery, and how do you feel?
I lost 50 pounds.
Really? That much?
Yes,
You don't look that.
50
Wow,
pounds.
okay.
50 pounds the day of the surgery. I was very skinny. I will show pictures again. I was like a pit bull that lost a fight. Yes. Yeah.
You can't win them all, Pedro.
No, exactly. It was impressive for me seeing those pictures. It's still now. Brad said, okay, buddy, I'm gonna give you your health back. I want to say that it was not Brad's mistakes. We checked my blood 1 year before. The creatinine was a little high, but they said, he was in Mexico, they said it's normal to have little high creatinine in a bodybuilder because you have more muscle than average.
Right.
But I didn't know that I needed another test called cystatin C that really checks your creatine, not based on your muscular mass, but on your real creatine.
Right.
It's for bodybuilders and for high obesity people with problems of obesity. So when I were born again on February 14, I was very, very happy as a child, very happy. Everybody here was very happy because here, that's why I say it's my family.
You know everyone loves you here.
Yes, thank
You know
you.
that.
I love everybody here also. And when I came back with my mask, because your immune system is very low, everybody was congratulating me. And Chris Aceto offered me to compete. Chris Aceto was here in this bench. And I said, Chris Aceto, you know me? Of course I know you, Pedro.
He said you were the nicest guy. They talked about you when they saw you make that announcement on social media about talking about your health problems.
I was still on dialysis when I saw Chris.
Wow.
And he very, very encouragement in a very motivating way. He told me, I have this guy, he named 3 different guys with very low gear, doing great because we have muscular memory, we have genetics,
Right.
so
Yeah.
it will come back, he said. So I was, wow, really? I can be like Flex Wheeler, I can do it again. In that moment, I'm still like a child. You always have that bodybuilder inside.
Yeah. It's your passion.
Yeah, exactly. Then I told Brad after the transplant, I said, no, after that, days after, I said, oh, I know Chris and he can do it. He knows how to do it. And I told Chris, I'm with Brad, right? He said, yes, but tell him he learned it from me and I still know some tricks.
More like Rocky and Paul.
Exactly, yeah. I still know more tricks than he doesn't know.
Right.
Tell him, he said. And I told Brad.
I'm sure Brad laughed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wow.
And Brad said, I know Chris, I know, but if you compete again, it's like a slap on the face of your wife. So if you are going to compete, I'm not going to help you. Go with someone else, go with Chris, go with someone else, but I won't help you. I promise you a very nice looking body, in excellent shape, 180 pounds, and looking great. That's what I promise. No more. I said,
That's
okay,
fair.
Brad. Okay, Brad. So we started with a keto diet. Right now I'm on intermittent fasting, 12 hours intermittent fasting, keto diet, which is very good for everybody, not only for people with cancer, not only with people with health issues, but for everybody. We are demonstrating that you can. I already regain it, 30 pounds. I'm getting leaner.
Wow.
I'm getting stronger
You look good.
without
I'm
carbs.
telling you, yeah, you look great.
Thank you. So,
And you look really healthy.
thank you. Then you realize it takes years to get sick at that level. But people with 30% of kidney function will feel good. They won't feel anything if they are healthy or strong in the all other organs. They won't feel anything. They won't realize that they are about to go stage 4, stage 3.
I see.
Yes. So now I realize that I'm healthier than last year's. So I was not this healthy in years. I have a new organ, 14 years younger than me. When the surgeon saw my wife after the transplant, he told her, "Congratulations, you have a pink kidney." It's the first time we see a kidney pink color like a baby. It's the first time.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably because she never drinks Coca-Cola, coffee, nothing.
brand new.
Nothing,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. I don't know because of what they say. And so I'm taking care of my baby
Yeah.
on my pink kidney. And yes, I'm training intense on my level now,
Yeah.
to my own limit without risking my body.
Yeah.
If you train, I'm reactivating all my organs, all my muscles, so everything is going to be better than if I was not training.
Yeah.
You know, your muscles are extra battery, doctor told me.
Mhm.
If I didn't have all those muscles, I was on the bones. So I just do this video talking about everything. I said what nobody says because I want to help people out there to make
Smart decision.
exactly smart decisions. And if you are not a professional, don't take your body to the limit. If you are not feeling great, go to doctor. Your body is like a Ferrari. So if it gives you a little red light that something is going wrong, maybe it doesn't matter if it's just a headache. When people had a headache and take a pill, that's stupid. Go to doctor. If the headache persists,
Yeah.
go to doctor. In the medication, you can read it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing this video, talking about everything, opening myself, my most intimate stories. If I'm sharing this, is because I want to save at least one life, and I want to tell everybody that there's hope. There's a lot of people, well, not a lot, unfortunately, because it's not the same when you give your organs when you already passed away. You're gonna still help 7 lives to stay here with your heart, with your lungs, with your eyes, liver, kidneys. You will save lives. But when you do it in life, like my wife did it, well, it's harder to find people. That's what I mean. You can live with one kidney. When they asked my life in UCLA in an interview, they said, "Why did you do it?" Number one, she was compassionate, and she said, "I could been living with him, see him suffering that way and doing nothing." Number one. And number two, I think God give us 2 kidneys to give the other one, because they fail a lot of times. It's very common, as I said. So here I am. The Pitbull is training again here in the Mecca, training hard. I'm about to start training with a Magic Merlin, Coach Eric Broser.
That's right.
Yes, now I'm doing bodybuilding still, diet, training, everything. Now I'm going to demonstrate you can look great in a natural way. That's what I'm gonna show, and you can come back from anything that happens to you as long as you are alive.
That's right. That's the most important thing.
Yes. I want to demonstrate if you mean it, nothing is gonna stop you, never. That's what I want to to show people, not demonstrate, to show people you can do whatever you want in life, even overcome a chronic sickness with with help of the doctors, with help of God, of a donor. Man, the manhood needs, we need each other. It's independent, interdependent. That's humanity. So we always have to help each other. You help people, people help you. What you give, you receive.
That's right.
If you have knowledge, share your knowledge. It's that knowledge becomes wise when you share, when you teach people. So never be afraid of sharing what you know, because you are always learning. I'm always learning to share. I have a program in Spanish, and I share with Latin people because it's behind everything I can to make them think.
You mentioned a few times during this interview a documentary. Where can people see this documentary?
Okay, we are working on that with a professional movie producer.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I got the advice also from my friend Chris here.
So you're still working on it?
Yes, we're still working on it. We want to bring something who everybody, not only bodybuilding community, can see, graphic, pictures, everything, and to demonstrate people on the very sad situation, but still alive, on dialysis, that they can have a normal life if they are focused. As my brother, my friend Tom Prince told me, a positive attitude will be your best friend and your best tool. So I kept a positive attitude all the dialysis. I always showed up to train my clients, the clients I left. I always came to train, even when doctors told me, if you train, you produce more muscle waste product, so you will need more dialysis. So after coming to train, I went back to home, get connected to the machine. Then I was not only connected 10 hours during the night to a machine to stay alive, but 3 hours post-workout.
Oh, wow.
But I never could stop doing what I love. I'm a bodybuilder, then I'm exist. That's it. I want to thank Flex Wheeler. He's been always there for me. Any question I have, he always answers immediately. Tom Prince, Dr. Howard Kidd, Charles Glass, Dave Burleth, everybody here. The awesome team in UCLA. UCLA is the number one hospital in transplant in all United States.
Wow.
People from all over the world come to have transplant, face transplant, hands transplant, heart, everything.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. And well, we don't realize we only have one. Everybody has two lives. The second starts when you realize you only have one. So I'm starting the second part of my life. My new birth date is February 14, and we will share everything on the documentary very soon. I don't know, these guys are professionals, so these guys will know the way to share it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will let you know on time.
Pedro, thank you so much for coming on the show today and sharing your story with the world. I think everyone will really appreciate it, and I know it wasn't easy to talk about it because you've been talking about doing this interview for months now, but it wasn't the time. You had to think about it. You wanted to know what you were going to say, and I'm sure it was. I could tell that it was not easy to talk about. This is something very traumatic you went through, but I think everyone will appreciate you telling your story, and it means so much to all of us. We love you. You know that.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. I want to thank Gold Gym Management, Jeff, and Publicity Department, because they put my picture on the walls.
That's right. Deservingly.
Yeah, I never thought, I never dreamed I was going to be in the walls with all my heroes.
You're famous now.
With all the legends. Yes, I just can't believe it, because you know that to be there, you need to be the best of your country. You can see in the walls people, athletes from all over the world, who they were the best of their countries.
Yeah.
And
you made it.
yes, yeah, and I'm the Yeah, now I can die. But Jeff said, no, don't say that.
Yeah, we did tell him that. Pedro, thank you so much for today, my friend.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Jay Cutler. Thank you, Jay Cutler TV, Muscle Beach channel. Thank you.
Dave Man Max 6 with Pedro, the Pitbull Barron, and we're on.
5%.